Hey guys, Grant here with the Good Ride. I've got the Cyclic 2-layer Gore-Tex bib, compliments of Gravity Sports Mount Bachelor. Thanks guys. I'm just here to sort of point out some highlights and show you how it fits on me. You can check my specs. This is a size medium. I've never owned this bib, but I've had the pants in the past and multiple jackets, and I find that there is zero faults with this product. I think it's a little higher price point than some other 2-layer Gore-Tex, but you get a lot of tech. And some of the things I like about this are, love these pockets, and more the pocket placement, the actual pocket construction. I like the fact that these aren't coated zips like the Reserve. I really like the smooth action of the glide of the zip. I love the straps on Burton bibs. Well, most of the Burton bibs, the Velcro wide style strap that has the really integrated wide entry, and I can get a little closer to show you. Reinforcement here, the plastic, so it's not going to wobble around and crinkle. I love that. It's very secure. It's got the standard cross strap in the back, and it's got this solid panel here, opposed to some other companies do like a stretch, like some Patagonia stuff I've had in the past, which may be better for backpacking, or sorry, not backpacking, but hiking. However, I take durability and I get cold easy, so it's just another layer of wind protection, cold protection. So one thing I forgot to point out is there's a really cool, you can't see it because of the security tag, but there's a really cool strap retention device that sort of tethers the strap. Well, it's a retention strap. It's a nylon strap. It seems very durable, stitched in here. So that prevents you from having any crazy tangles if you're out by yourself and don't have a buddy to ask, if you're tangled up. Because typically, when you put bibs on, 50% of the time, things are going to mix up here, like cross over and twist around. So I just thought that was a great feature by Burton. Love this big pocket here. It's great. It's huge. You could actually, on a spring day or even a colder day, if you just want to have an insulation layer underneath this, it'd still be a great option because it's such a protective bib, and it's got enough pockets to where you could theoretically get a six-pack in here more easily if you're trying to go meet your friends at a mid-mountain lodge, because it's very similar to the Freebird pocket placement. So yeah, I love this bib. I personally think it's worth every penny and has zero faults.
As far as fit goes, I would say this medium feels a little tight in the ribs and around this upper part, but I'm a little wide there. But at least there's some stretch material on the sides, so that works pretty well for me. But I love the way it fits around my waist and around my legs. It's gonna fit a little better for Grant for taller people, but it works really well for my size in a medium, and that's what I normally wear with bibs. And I gotta say, the Cyclic pant can sometimes feel a little tight around the crotch and a little hard to hike with. Once, years ago, I put on a Cyclic pant, ran upstairs to see what it was like in the mirror, racked both my nuts, took a knee on the stairs, took the pants off there, and returned them. So these are much better.
There you go. When it comes to the fit for me, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds, and these fit exceptionally well. They have more than enough room throughout without feeling restrictive. Pretty, not the least resistance throughout the crotch of any pair of bibs I've worn, but definitely not terrible. As you can see, they fit comfortably throughout the body. Nothing too tight, nothing too restrictive.
When it comes to construction, you have 2-layer Gore-Tex. It's pretty badass. It's got a mesh liner on the inside. The outer material is a touch on the coarse side, but not that bad. And I've had Cyclic jackets before in the past, and they do really good at shedding off water. And I've had similar outer materials as this as well, and this does pretty good. Not exceptional, not the best of the best, like my AK 3L Tusk jacket or Hover 3L Gore-Tex Pro pant. Those do much better, but this is pretty exceptional for 2-layer Gore-Tex. Like the seams, like the overall construction, but that's what you expect from a Gore-Tex jacket and pant.
So when it comes to the pockets, you got these two Nice big chest pockets right here. They go all the way over to the side seam, down and then up to the top of the bib right here. So you got a whole big old pocket right here on both sides. They do not have a carabiner or beacon clip inside of them, and they do not have a smaller media pocket. How did it fit your extra large Samsung 22 Galaxy phone?
Good question. Good question, Davey. That's a big phone, but it managed to sit in there, and it's not going to bounce around. It's going to fit pretty good, but it's a little tight, and it might bend. Let me just show you. Probably going to bend a little weird on you when you're bending down to pick stuff up. It's really tight in there. Best in the jacket pocket, but doable if you need to.
Yep. And then for the thigh pockets, you got two big kind of side zipper pockets like this. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this side entry. I personally kind of like them a little bit more across the thigh, like a vertical entry. But these aren't bad. The pocket is micro fleece lined against the palm and the top of your hand. So that's really nice for cold days. There are no carabiner loops or media pockets inside of these big thigh pockets either. And no cargo pocket on the right side of your leg, but the left leg does have a nice little media cargo pocket. And inside of here, you have a little media pocket. So
Yeah.
definitely not
Cool
big
little
enough.
stash pocket, yeah.
Definitely not big enough for a phone, but I think it's designed for a debit card or a credit card or something like that in your ID, so you can hit the bar while you're out riding around without carrying a whole wallet.
And I gotta say though, I respectfully disagree with Davey on the down pockets. These side entry pockets, I really like them. And I love the double fleece, so it keeps you pretty warm.
And then we got two booty pockets, nice and big, with a zipper on both of them. So that's nice. I love the zipper on the back because I don't want to lose my wallet.
You got some pretty cool venting here. You got continuous venting throughout, and it really just lets the heat out there. And it's one of the hottest spots on your body, here and here, those three. I always tell you that in these reviews. But it's so nice to let it air out like that.
Having this zipper go all the way across the crotch definitely prevents you from going into yeast mode, which I love.
And there's no outer, but that's pretty good already as it is. If you want outer
Yeah.
zips, you have to go up a
No
little level
outer.
in price point, but you know, you're gonna be way more backcountry focused than you would be with these if you're going for the outer zips.
In the past, I have had 3-layer Gore-Tex pants from Burton where the fabric is stiffer and not as flexible. And I did have problems in this crotch area right here with it kind of crinkling and being stiff and the zipper not tracking fully, where I had to send them back to Burton to get repaired. But I do not think that will be a problem at all with these pants given the soft, flexible nature of this fabric.
Oh, and when it comes to waist adjustability, you can see there's waist adjustability on both sides, and that's pretty cool for a bib. Then you also have, nope. Oh, and you need that because there's no belt loop. So you just have this little Velcro thing here that takes you all the way down or a little bit up for, you know. When it comes to the liner, you have nice taffeta, but then as you get down into the actual pants throughout your pant legs, there's this thin mesh, and you can see it's very open mesh, and it exposes that Gore-Tex membrane. And I'm not a huge fan of this meshy material. I wish they would just do some kind of very thin taffeta to give us a little more of a barrier between our sweat and that Gore-Tex membrane.
Overall, I like these bibs. I don't really feel like they are worth the price increase from the Gore-Tex Reserves for the tech that you get and the quality that you would get, but they are a little bit more baggy and they are a little bit more comfortable. So if you have the coin to spend and you want something that's a little bit more of a relaxed fit than the Reserve, these are a great choice, and they do feel like they're gonna be a little bit more durable and last a little longer.
And yeah, they are kind of just, they're high-end 3-layer Gore-Tex bibs at a lower price with 2-layer, of course.
Yep.
So you're paying down a little bit, but you're still paying a lot for this, and I agree with Davey on the price point. I would love to see this be a little lower.